US Open run. You were a bit down on yourself at the end, but it was a great run. I'm sure looking back on it, how do you quickly switch to Davis Cup mode?
Yeah, have the memory of a goldfish and move on quickly. That's ultimately the game plan, and now the priority is here, Davis Cup with the boys representing Australia, and we're very excited for it.
Well, it's not just you had a good run. Also, Jordan Thompson and Alexei, they did pretty well in the US Open as well. Do you think you have the form to beat these Belgians?
Yeah, I mean, I think as as a team, as a nation, over the last X amount of years, we've shown that we're a force to be reckoned with, and I think we gel really well together. So we're going to play with a lot of pride, a lot of passion, and it's great to be playing at home, right? So we'll have that home crowd support, and I'm very excited to be back in Sydney again.
It's obviously no secret that you're a leader of this Davis Cup team. How do you sort of take that in your stride, like when you step out on court?
Well, look, I think it all comes down to we love playing for our country. We understand the responsibility of putting on the green and gold, and once we step out there, we know we're going to fight from the very first point to the last, and yeah, we've built such a great chemistry over the last 5-6 years, and the team camaraderie has been amazing, and it's just, for me, it's these weeks are the funnest in my schedule, that's for sure, because it's a very lonely sport. Throughout the year, you're there by yourself, and these weeks you get to come together as a team, and it's definitely a different dynamic, which I think we all enjoy a lot.
Is that the mentality that you sort of have going into these weeks? Like you just go out there and enjoy it. Like obviously you're playing for your country, but it's just like going out there, enjoying it, being part of the team.
Yeah, there's that aspect of it. Of course, off the court, you've got a little bit more of a vibe. You're doing dinners together. There's a big group. Everyone's giving each other a little bit of stick, which is always a lot of fun. But yeah, as soon as we step out on court, we all want to win. We all want to win, not just for ourselves, but for the person next to us, and that's the important thing.
How often do you get back these days? How often do you get back to Australia these days?
Yeah, not often. I mean, it is a long schedule, as we all know, and it's a non-stop schedule. So over the years, I've had a little bit of a base in Europe, which makes it easier for my tennis. And yeah, it just feels so great coming back. I mean, getting on the flight and hearing the Australian accent again, it makes me feel warm inside. And then obviously being here in Sydney, it just makes it very special.
Is it something that, after last week, something that you really look forward to, just jumping on a plane, jumping back home?
Yeah, I think this is a great week for me to kind of turn the page over and move on from the US Open. And as I said, I arrived yesterday, got on the court, already focused on the couple days coming ahead, and yeah, it's been great to have the support of the team.
Did you watch the final, and are you looking at that thinking, man, how do I stop these guys? Because Sinner looked unbeatable, and then Alcaraz seems to be a freak.
Yeah, I mean, these two, they've been at the top of our sport now for a couple of years now, and they're playing for the biggest title, and they're the ultimate competition, right? So for the rest of us, it's our job to find ways to kind of bridge the gap and keep on improving. Like, there's no real other way than to chase those guys at the moment, right? Because they're setting the standard, and yeah, I didn't wake up for the final. It was 4 a.m. I was doing my best to get over jet lag, but yeah, it's every time they step out on court, they're putting on a show. So it's what the rest of us are trying to get to.
It's kind of every tennis player's career for the next 10 years is going to be chasing those guys, isn't it? Because Alcaraz is only 22.
Yeah, they're pretty young. They're playing some great tennis. I mean, we've seen it over the years with Roger Rafa, and then kind of Novak came along, right? And they didn't really think that there was going to be anything better than those two, and Novak came along and broke all those records. And so now we've got, yeah, those are the two players to kind of compete against, and it's about finding ways and trying to keep on improving. And get ready to compete against them for a while.
Well, you said you want your serve to stand up better in the big matches and the big moments. Have you thought about that since? Is there something you're going to put in place, or a mental thing?
Yeah, I mean, there's always that focus on improving, and that's one of the areas that I want to focus on, and I've been focusing on for the better part of my career, right? And it's been a gradual improvement, but obviously recently in a couple of the big matches I felt like it's kind of let me down a little bit. So yeah, just a couple tweaks here and there, and just do my best to improve. That's all I can do.
A couple of months ago, you said you felt like you were sort of reaching the peak, you were getting towards the peak of your career, and sort of exciting times ahead. I suppose that's from a personal point of view, but how do you sort of then manifest that, like a Davis Cup level? Like, what does that sort of that peak that you sort of want to reach? What does that sort of look like at Davis Cup level?
I mean, for me, the ultimate goal is to lift the title. I mean, that's been a priority of mine for my whole career, and that's why I prioritise these weeks, no matter when it was at the schedule. And we've gotten awfully close, right? We've lost in 2 finals and made the semis, so yeah, it's been the priority and the ultimate goal. So I'm going to do my best to kind of keep on improving and get to the stage where I can give my team, my country, those important points, and hopefully we can gel together and lift this thing.
And what's the feel around the group? Obviously, you've had the 2 finals and the semi. How do you guys, I suppose, look forward and going that one step better and lifting up the Davis Cup title?
I mean, we know we've got all the ingredients, right? The ingredients are there. We've shown what we're capable of, and this is a couple of years ago where we're all probably not as good of versions of ourselves than we are right now. And over the years, we've kept on improving, putting ourselves in good positions, and hey, we gel really well together. And I think we show the passion, and when it comes to Davis Cup, we always step up. So it's all about giving ourselves the chance and the opportunity, and it starts with obviously this tie against Belgium. It's going to be a tough one. They're dangerous. They've played some great tennis as of late, so they're playing with a lot of confidence. And yeah, it starts this coming tie. So hopefully we'll be ready.
Alex, how special is it to play here at Kenmore Sport Arena?
Yeah, it's super special. I mean, I've said it before. It's favourite court to play on. It's treated me really well over the years, and it's just a special type of energy. So I'm very excited to come out come match day, and hopefully have a full crowd and just hear just the energy pumping around here.
And you're working with Ruchi and obviously Leighton Hewitt. What's that like?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's what these weeks are all about. You've got some incredible greats of the game, and you're just trying to absorb as much wisdom as you can during these weeks, and it's always a lot of fun. It's always great to pick their brains on what they think of the game, how it's evolved, how it's changed, the good old stories as well. And yeah, it's just another week to enjoy their presence.
And obviously you're not going to have too much time off, but is there anything in particular you want to do while you're here in Sydney that's not tennis related?
I'll go. I would love to go and see the fam. I've got some fam here, and I'll make some time to go and see them and just enjoy Sydney. Right, I don't get the chance to be here nearly as much as I would like to, so enjoy this beautiful city.